Welcome you today also to Okrobia Media. Okrobia Media is a place where we used to have conversations with our loved ones. And today we are so fortunate to have our sister today. And then let's go to her. Sister, I welcome you to Okrobia.
Thank you.
Wow, you are brightening.
Okrobia Media, thank you. Thank you.
Right, so what's the name?
My name is Harriet Ekwia Ejapoma.
Harriet
Ekwia Ejapoma.
Ekwia Ejapoma.
Yes.
This name sounds familiar to me because my sister is also Ekwia Ejapoma. Yeah.
Wow.
So
really
it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
All right. Okay then. You've been trending. You've been trending.
Seriously?
Yeah, you've been trending everywhere. You've been trending everywhere. I used to see you on Facebook. You know the way you are dancing. Sometimes you're very happy. Really, I really enjoy it. Anyway, we just want to know much about you because some people just see you on the social media, but maybe they really want to know who you are. So today that you've got opportunity, we just want to enter into your part of you, and then we know how you are and who you are. So first, I just want you to take us back to where you grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, so if possible.
Okay. My name is Harriet, like I said, and I grew up in Ghana. I lived in Accra, but I was born in Kumasi, but I was I grew up in Accra.
Oh, so, you were born in Kumasi?
But I came early stage to
early
Accra.
Stage in Kumasi. Where in Kumasi were you born?
That one, I think I have to ask my mom.
Oh,
but I think in Kumasi, is it Bantam? One of the, I don't know. I don't know. I have to ask it.
It's better do.
But most of the time, when someone asks me, I was born in Accra. So because I grew up there. So.
All right.
Yes.
So at what age you came back to Accra?
I think I was very young. I think I was a baby. I think. Yeah. So that's why most of the time when they ask me, I say I was born in Accra.
So let's talk about your education background also.
Okay, I went to primary school JSS in Cosmos. That's La Paz.
La Paz.
In Accra. And I went to senior high school. That was SSS.
SSS.
So I went to Yasantua Girls in Kumasi.
Oh, you went back?
Yes, I went there to study.
Because of?
I don't know. I don't know. I just got a school there. So.
Oh, okay.
Normally,
you went to Yas.
I went to Yas.
Wow.
Yes.
So now I can feel the vibes. Now that I can see the character of Yas.
Normally, I didn't choose Yas. I chose schools in Cape Coast. Okay. But because a family member finished Prempeh College, so he introduced Yasantua to my dad, and we got a chance also there.
And how was it?
Very good school.
Really?
It was in our time. Very good. It's even still a good school.
Really?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay, so you finished your...
So, yeah, when I finished secondary school, and I think I stayed in Ghana, I think 3 years.
Which year did you finish there? Oh, I think
2001.
2001. Okay.
And so immediately after, I think a year or two, I came to Belgium.
Okay, so 2001, so let's say 2003.
2002, I came to Belgium 2002, so let's say 1 year.
2002. Wow.
Yes.
Right. That means you're not Asala as people used to.
No.
Okay, then let me say I am Asala here. So between me and you, I'm Asala. Let me take the other one. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's okay. You came all the way from Ghana to Belgium. All right. When you came?
Yes, when I came, I think I did some courses, because when you come, you have to learn the language, because it's not an English speaking country, so you have to start everything afresh.
Yes.
So I went to the Netherlands school to learn how to read the language and write, and after that I think I did a course in they call it verzorgen. It's like healthcare for
the old people.
So, but I didn't finish because I wasn't comfortable with the job. It wasn't something for me. Let me put it that way.
Why were you somebody that forced you to that area?
No. I wanted, because it was I think it was a 1 year course, so it will be okay for me. So I did it. I tried. In the middle of the way, I couldn't, because I went to do a stage practicals in one of the health houses, the one of the houses.
What they call it, attachment?
They call
back home?
it, attachments, but one, they call it here roosters. One of the where they keep the old people.
No, I mean, as you're saying, practicals. You know,
practicals.
In Africa we used to call attachment.
Attachment,
that kind of. Okay,
yes. So
when I went, more experience.
When I went there, it was 1 month for me. But you go to the place, you go with a new day. You wake up, you go there, and you come home very sad because the how do I put it? The way they say their stories.
The old people.
Yes, I couldn't hold it. Okay. I couldn't. So I just couldn't finish the course, and I just dropped out.
Okay.
And I went
so emotional.
Yes. I couldn't. It's not something for me. Something in the healthcare. It's not the job in a healthcare place. Like, how do I call it? It's not something for me.
Okay.
So I choose to do a sales girl. Go for a course to be a sales girl.
Okay.
And I did that one too, and it worked.
Sales girl, you mean in a shop or?
Yes, sales girl. I worked in a shop, a clothing shop.
Clothing shop,
not the supermarket, but I work in a clothing shop for 2 years, and the shop went on fight. If I say fight,
bankrupt.
So I needed to quit it, and I turned into another job. And so it's a whole lot of
you've been swimming, eh?
Yeah,
swimming up and down.
Yes.
So at last, what job are you doing now?
If I have to say it, it's a whole job with a sales girl inside, cooking for workers. It's like a restaurant, but in Ghana they don't call it restaurant, but it's like a canteen for the workers. Yes, but I do a whole lot of things. It's not only we make bread, we make food for them and salad and all sort of things. And when you finish, you have to go and you go to the counter. You have to do your sales girl job. You have to sell the food to them and receive money. And
you found that one much interesting.
I didn't. It's not something that I planned to do. Yeah. I didn't go for any courses for it, but it was something that I could take my children to school and go and pick them back. It was something convenient for me with the schedules, the time we work and the time we close. It was okay for me because growing up, getting married and kids coming together, you have to get a job that is suitable for you. That you can take the children to school yourself and go and take them back from school. Because most of the times, we the Africans, you ask someone to help you, but it wouldn't be a long process.
Yeah, that's great. So, okay, thank you for that part. And then,
welcome.
From nowhere, I could see that you are the first Ghanaian woman in Belgium. I would say Belgium, in Antwerp, to drive Range Rover. How was that about?
That question.
Yeah, because everybody says that, and then we all saw you with your own Range Rover, where others with those. How was the feeling like?
It wasn't mine. It was
How was the feeling like?
The Bible says the two shall be one. It was for my husband.
Okay, but you had interest in it.
Yeah, the car is bought, so I have to use it.
And how was your impression towards the people around you?
To me personally, I didn't like that idea. But if it is there, you can't avoid it. Yeah, you can't avoid it. So you have to, because the perception people look at you sitting in that car. Sometimes even you want to go and borrow money, but because you are in that car, you can't even. It's not that sometimes you want to go and borrow money. People, the perception behind it is like you have money. They see the how do I call it?
The glorious
glory,
side.
The side, the luxury side, but they don't. So it's not. It wasn't something that I'm not that type that fancy.
But whatever it is, you enjoyed it. That's okay. You enjoyed driving it, right?
Yes.
And do you know that because of that, it caused some enmity, it caused some problems for you?
Yes, sure.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, because some of the people will be telling us that you are antisocial.
We too know.
You are too that kind of.
Yes, the community we come from. I will always say Ghanaian community because that is where I was born and bred, so I can know how our community is. Where we come from, when people just check only the the surface of a story. They don't look at the other side. So they don't get to know the person or a situation. They just they just sit behind and say all sorts of things. But I always say, when you come closer to me, you see the good in me. Yes, yes.
That's great. You will see the good in you. That's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then from nowhere, we see you trending on Facebook.
Trending.
Yeah, you
That's
see you
the
trending.
word.
Yeah, I think that's the word we have to use for you. You are trending all over, especially Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay.
What from that?
Okay. Normally last year, not 2020, 2019 in the summer, I was just sitting at my backyard in the garden, and I was just we were just having a conversation with my kids, and something just dropped into my head, or something just dropped. So I just took my phone and I just put it on live, and I put a music on, and I was just dancing. And since then, I just, when something dropped, I just take the camera and I just put it on Facebook. Then I just make some, if I'll call it, some jokes or some dance for people to have some smiles in their faces.
And how is the response from the people?
So far, last year, because I wasn't doing it often, I just did it in the summer. And I think last year too, I think early this year, that is when I started making that live thing. And the response has been massive. It has been okay, very good. People just send a message, inbox me and saying that the way they see me dancing is like, they feel happy. The smiles I just put on their faces, they are overwhelmed.
And then I think it didn't stop there for only dancing, but now it has to move to a different level.
Yes.
By treating some topics, very touchable topics that people, I think, would like you always to preach about. You understand?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of, last time I heard you, because I've been following you.
Yeah.
You understand? All these things you've been doing, I've been following you. Last time I heard you talking about relationship or friendship or something. Yeah. Come to think of it, has any of your friends betrayed you, or have you any encounter problems with your friends before?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the question. Most of the times, one way or the other, we always pass through all these betrayal, friendship, family. It can be your mother, it can be your husband, it can be your wife, it can be just even a colleague at work. So the experiences that gave me that chances to just preach about, let me put it that preach. Just highlight certain things on Facebook and just discuss certain things that as human, because there is something in me that I always say, we are all human, and we all have our differences. And even twins in the same womb, when they come out, they don't have the same thoughts. They don't think, they think differently. So as growing up and seeing the challenges and all those stuffs, you pass through some betrayals at work, at a whole lot. So it's just something I'm just enlightening ourselves on it. Those on my platform, just there are certain things we should try, even when the challenges comes, we should try and let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go.
Personally, has somebody hurt you as a friend?
Oh, hurts me. Okay, let me say
that you said this one, in fact, you find difficult to let it go.
Oh, no. To find it difficult. Okay, for a while, it will be difficult for you to let it go. But as time goes on, you realize that we are all human. We make mistakes. So we make mistakes. So as time goes on, you realize. But at that moment when the thing happened, or that thing, whatever happens, you are human. You get emotionally hurt in some way. So, but as time goes on, you gradually you begin to know that we are all human. We all have our shortcomings. So just then you let go.
Great. And last time I heard you talking about marriage or something also.
It wasn't marriage, but it was a whole of. I always when I'm saying something on my platform, most of the times I always talk about in general.
But it's not your personal.
No,
it's not your personal.
No,
thing.
Sometimes some are part of it.
But
some
you know, I think
part of our experience.
Keep on talking about certain things. You put yourself into that thing, and then it makes you emotional. You understand?
Oh, okay.
Maybe one way or the other, you have been encountered certain things.
Yes. The experience is the best teacher.
The best teacher, yeah.
When you have experience in certain things, you know how to talk about it and how to phrase up the thing. It's some of it are personal experiences. I have, especially friendship and betrayal from friends, and most of the time I'm not like that. So when it happens that way, that's why you ask me, you get hurt, but as time goes on, you just move on and life goes on.
Great.
Yeah, some are personal experiences, especially friendship. But I always say this: we have to choose our friends wisely. Because there are some people that when you have something, they don't have it. Instead of them to appreciate the thing that you have, they always in front of you. They will not let you see it, but behind you, we are all human. Maybe I've also done it before some years ago, but I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
So as we are growing, we get older and older. We get experience in certain things. So we get also enlightened in certain things, certain areas in friendship that we have to also be careful about.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. So now, COVID-19. What has COVID-19 taught you? Now I think we have to call it COVID-19 2021 because it's still moving.
It's still moving. So it has come to stay.
So what has that one taught you so far?
Well, I'll use this platform to say something small about the pandemic. Wash your hands frequently, and don't forget your nose mask, please. When you are going outside, going to the grocery shop, going to shop, you have to please, where a lot of people are, please use your nose mask. Protect yourself so that you can also protect someone. Thank you.
You heard her. Protect yourself. Acrobato. Please sanitize your hands daily. It helps a lot.
Yes.
Okay. So far,
COVID-19. It has taught me a lot.
And then, give us some.
It has so many things that COVID-19 has taught all of us. And me personally, COVID-19 has taught me how to save. Right? There are certain things that I used to buy, that unnecessary things I used to buy that it doesn't make sense, but I buy them. It comes to be, how do I call Romo? A lot of stuff that you don't need it. You don't need it. So this COVID-19 has taught me how to save. It's not that the thing is you can't buy it. You can buy it, but you have to manage.
That's right.
Taught me how to save, how to manage in every area of my life, how to manage things, how to manage your children, how to, you understand? It has taught us, and the most important thing, it has helped us to have interaction with our children and our spouse.
That's great.
Because when you go to the toilet, you see your husband or your wife, boom. Wherever you go, you are still, the lockdown, you are still in the house. So it has also taught us how to forgive, because if you are quarreling with someone and you are, like, let's say your spouse, because COVID-19 taught we have to be quarantined or lockdown, we're all home. So if you are quarreling with your husband or your wife, definitely if you go to the toilet, you see him, you see her, wherever you go. So it has taught us how to forgive and how to communicate too, because getting in the house is not all the time that you use your phone. You have to also put your phone down and talk to your wife, your husband, and your kids too. And it has also helped us to know how the internet too, because the children were home, they were online studying. It has taught us to how we should help the children with their online studies. So, and so many things too. And people were also dying. It has also taught me how to forgive, because we are all human.
Yes, right.
If you don't forgive, you all go to the grave. You all die one day. It has taught us so many things. I hope you too, it has taught you something.
All right.
Thank you.
You heard her. Thank you so much. And will you accept that it's through this COVID that are giving a platform that now you are doing what you are doing?
Okay. Thank you for the question. It's not because of the COVID. I'm a shy. Let me say in quotes, shy person. But
that's why I was surprised when I saw you dancing. I was like, wow.
Yes. I think it's experiences in life that has made me be matured. Let me put it that way. It's not that I wasn't matured, but it has. You see, there are stages in maturity. So the experiences has made me get up self-confident to do and all the time I say when you want to learn, when you are learning, you see the growth in you. So I would say that most of the time this thing I'm doing on the platform, I do it at my workplace. I do it at my workplace most of the time. Because when we are making food like bread and all those, the salad and all those things, we are all together on a table, on a table. So we see each other, so we interact a lot. And you see, I always find a way to make my colleagues happy. And I will call it, I just fool around for them to be happy, just to put a smile on their face. So it has been something I've been doing at my workplace. Those who are watching me, my colleagues who also watch this video, they know what I'm talking about. And that is why you see me on the platform.
That's great. Last time I also heard you talking about this same relationship. You understand me? You are trying to teach the young ones coming about, let's say, let me quote it, the marital status or something, because you are already there. You have been there already. What advice will you give it to the young girls, the young boys who are coming now, or who just want to enter into marriage? What advice will you give to them?
There are so many advices I can give, but I will take a few of them. Thank you for the question.
You're welcome.
I'll tell our youth, because they are female and male, that they should be very careful when they are going into marriage, especially marriage. Because when you are in courtship, when you are getting to know your man, or you are getting to know your woman, your husband to be, or your wife to be, there are certain red flags we see. But because we are blinded by the love, we don't see those things. We overlook it, and we say that when we get into the marriage, we work it out, but it will not work. I always say this: whatever you start and you can't finish, it's better you don't do it. So we have to be very careful. That red flags, especially because there are certain red flags we don't see. Especially one is family limitation, generational curses. When you are getting married to a lady or a man, you have to go back to their background and check very well.
So
it's not that
we suggest we go back to where we used to, because those time, back our mothers, they used to go to ask
questions.
Has a marriage from my family, and then they dip into
But we don't do all those things. We get blinded by the love. Sometimes we don't even know our mother-in-laws or we don't know them. We just go into the relationship thinking that when we get there, things will change, but it will never change. You have to get to know. I'm not saying that when you get to know the generational curses in the family of your man or your man to be or your wife to be, you get back. No. You have to know the battle you are going to fight in the marriage. You get prepared for it. Because if you don't know the battle and you go inside, you think, sometimes your strength can't hold it. And that is when it comes through that divorce and all those breakups. So you get to know the fight you are going to fight and fight towards it to that level. You fight it before. So when you are getting into it, you've prepared yourself for it. So anything that hits, you know that you've prepared yourself for it. But if you don't get all this information and you get blinded by the love. One of my mothers in Ghana, who is a counselor, she always used to say that walk in love, don't fall in love. Because when you walk in love, one way or the other, one will offend you, forgive, because you are walking in it. But when you fall into it, you drown. You go deep. Nobody can help you. So you walk in love, so that when something challenges hits you, you know that you are walking through it. So you can amend
Try to
things.
find a way to
yes,
come out. Right?
That is the advice I can give. And pray very hard and let God lead you to that marriage.
Great. You've done well. We thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We think we have not much to say than to say thank you, because
Welcome.
what you have given to us is enough.
Thank you.
The other man and also and also be brave. You don't say need in process of betting kasa say. Say what kasa pasa. What kasa? You talk too much. You are there. Yamishra, why are there?
Thank you for the platform too. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're almost welcome.
And
always welcome.
Media?
Okrobia Media.
Okrobia
Media.
My own brother.
Yeah, Okrobia Media. All right. So, lovely people, you heard her.
Please, my social handles.
Your social, please.
Yeah, social.
Please.
Media handles. Please, when you go to YouTube, Life Lessons with Harry Baby, please subscribe and like the video. I'm here to inspire you or motivate you so that we do all this thing together. It's not for me alone. Maybe one person will be saved by my words that I say. Please subscribe and like and share too. Thank you very much. Thank you for this platform.
You're welcome. And then maybe a shout out to 1 or 2, 3 people.
Oh, a shout out to all my loved ones.
Great.
God bless you all.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. We thank you so much for opening your door for us today to come have a conversation with you. And it's been nice chatting with you. Now I know you, that you are not that what people think or people talk about. So, lovely people, we thank you. We have come to the end of this conversation. Please, before we hang up, please, I want to beg you one thing. Subscribe to our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, Okrobia Media on YouTube. Just go to Okrobia Media and subscribe to our channel. Just share it for us with our videos and also like it. And we have a lot of things on the pipeline for you. Yeah, that was see. And you may and Debbie Awufi Bia and Opa Area and a Joe Debbie Awufi Bia and that was Sessa Wufi. When you mean show on your cassia, or Jack or Banner Sukuni Diamonti. Amen.
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 Amen.